3 is Mark Huntley at full back, and Richie Donnelly will be the captain today, wearing number 4. On the half back line, wearing 5 is Martin Horan. Paul O'Brien starts at centre back as he wears 6, and number 7 is David Hackett. In the middle of the field, wearing 8 is Paul O'Brien, and number 17 is Danny Tyne. The Kilmessan forward wearing 10, Old Jack Kilmessan. Centre forward wearing 11 is Kyle Smith, and Aidan Mangan wears 12. On the full forward line, 13 is Ian McGuire. Harry Keane starts at full forward and he wears 14, and number 15 is Ger O'Neill.
Fáilte go léir, you're all very welcome on the Ideal Bathrooms Meath JTV. You're live here for the 2020 K Windows and Doors Junior Hurling Final between Ratoath and Kilmessan. So you can see there's digital programmes to be got on the Meath website. Also, for all the patrons here at the moment, we have our programme. There's only one change to the Kilmessan lineup. Number 9, Paul Grimes, is replaced by number 17, Danny Tyne. Other than that, the teams are as selected. So you can get them programmes on the Meath J website under digital programmes, and you're going to be getting the names throughout. So just take note of them yourselves, and we'll be calling the players out as well. So Kilmessan goalkeeper number 1 is Conor Gorman. Full back line number 2, Pádraig Maguire. 3, Mark Munley. And number 4, Richard Donnelly. And he's deputising as the captain today due to Paul Grimes' absence. Half back line number 5 is Martin Horan. Number 6 is Paul O'Brien. Number 7 is David Hackett. Middle of the field, it's Paul O'Brien again, but a different man. And in the middle of the field, he's partnered by number 17, Danny Tyne. Half forward line, number 10 is Owen Jack Keoghan. Number 11 is Kyle Smith. And at wing half forward, number 12 is Aidan Mangan. Full forward line, number 13 is Cian Maguire. Full forward is Charles Keena. And at 15 is Ger O'Neill. The Ratoath lineup, the goalkeeper number 1 is Colm O'Riordan. Full back line, number 2, Sean Brazel. Full back wearing 3 is Sean Murphy. And at 4, Sam Coughlin. Half back line, number 5 is Pierce Butler. Number 6 is Robert Small, the captain. And at 7, it's James McCann. Middle of the field is Luke Farrell. And number 9 is Sean Keogh. Half forward line, Tyg McCann. 11, Stephen Cooper. 12, Brian Moore. Full forward line, 13 is Shane McGoldrick. 14 is Turlock O'Neill. And at 15 is Damien O'Mara. And in the commentary booth today, I'm joined by Gavin Heady from Ratoath, who'll be giving us some of the inside knowledge from the Ratoath lineup. Recent player playing up towards 2019 and the goals. I'm told he's a very knowledgeable man on hurling, and especially the Ratoath players, so we can leave that judgment. Comment under the stream if you think otherwise. And of course, I'm joined by Fintan Porter from the Meath GA PR committee. And of course, great Batterstown Blackhall Hurlers Day, and he's with Navan Matt, and he's now tutoring some of the youngsters in that club.
Hey Kieran, how are you? It's going to be a great game, I think. It's very hard to know how these teams are going to go with such a gap between the semi-finals and now. I don't know how many days, or 200 and
nearly 300
days,
yeah,
something like that, I think. So I'm nearly ready to get going.
And Gavin, you're welcome. Any thoughts before the game? Who's the lads to watch for Ratoath?
Yeah, thanks Kieran, thanks for having me. Obviously it's the first of 3 big games for Ratoath in the hurling championship this weekend, all stemming from 2020. As we said, a strange year. But yeah, no, some very good young players out there for Ratoath. You have Sean Murphy in full back. You've Sean Keogh at midfield. Stephen Cooper at centre forward. The 2 McCanns. You've Rob Small there, the centre back, is captain, is an excellent player. And you've Damien O'Mara in corner forward, a bit of a veteran at this stage from Tumivara, but a super hurler all the same.
So we're off early. Cian Maguire has the ball, lays it off to Aidan Mangan. Plays the ball in. It looks like the Ratoath cornerback Sam Coughlin is first out to it. Danny Tyne has the ball, lays it off again to Aidan Mangan. The hand is up. Niall Burke from Nafina is our Ray Chore in the middle of the field. A young man still playing a bit of junior hurling himself and involved with a lot of the teams in Nafina. A fit man, well able to get it up and down the field. So first blood potentially now. Kyle Smith is going to be the free taker for Kilmessan today. Another youngster of the Kilmessan team. A few to watch on the team. A few senior hurlers from the day. Mark Munley, Chucky Keena full forward wearing 14. There's some good lads on the team. Some of the names will crop up as Kyle Smith has a chance to lift and strike. The shout from the sideline is good man Kyle, and it's a point for Kilmessan. So after just 51 seconds, it's first blood to the Kilmessan junior team. probably just a bit, Gavin, a bit sloppy in the defending. They had the ball probably and just lost it in the possession.
Little bit of a soft free there early, but I'd say early days yet. It's a good
Great catch. Great stuff has played. It's up again, Kilmessan across to Kyle Smith. Kyle Smith goes into contact, he breaks off the tackle, has a chance to strike. Is it going to go over the bar? Goes to wide. The weather conditions here in Partulchan, as you can imagine from most people around the world, it's quite blustery, it's rainy, it's wet. So conditions are tough out here for hurling as the ball comes into the middle of the field again. Colm O'Riordan, puck out. As you imagine, it's going to be scrappy in parts today as Danny Tyne fights for possession with the number 9, Sean Keogh. Plays it across. That's an excellent ball. It's going to be a long distance strike going into the full forward line. Conor Gorman has a chance to react. He doesn't. It's going to go over to, is it Shane McGoldrick? Gone out for a wide ball. But dangerous ball there, Fintan coming in. Both goalkeepers there going to be called into question, I'd say, at times today. Possibly a long ball in there.
Absolutely, yeah. He could have pulled early on the ball and just got a bit quicker, but sure, that's the way it goes. It's only early in the game yet, so.
Absolutely. So it's Conor Butcher Gorman takes the puck out. Long out to the side. Is it going to bounce the whole way? It doesn't. Have a chance for Danny Tyne to play the ball, but he's well taken out by Sean Brazel. Is it a free? Niall Burke's signal is probably just slightly in the back. Sean Brazel got probably the right side of his man. He'd probably be disappointed with that tackle, Gavin.
Yeah, a little bit of a soft enough free to give away. You'd be a little bit worried about that, but I suppose we're told just settling down a bit in the conditions. They're obviously playing against a fairly heavy breeze and the rain at the minute, so just finding their bearings, I think.
Absolutely. As you see, the rain is picking up. You can see it on the camera lens here. We're thankfully in the lovely scaffolding. Christian Harrison Trim has sponsored the Meath with this, and it's just gone to the right and wide, I think, for Kyle Smith. He'd be disappointed with that. But again, just to thank Christian Harris, because I wouldn't want to be in the elements today. So we're blessed to be up here in the box. And you're all again welcome on the Ideal Bathrooms Meath TV. Short puck out, Colm O'Riordan plays it out. Has a chance to be picked up by Sam Coughlin. Sam Coughlin has the ball. He's playing it down the wing. Plays it across. Comes into the number 9, Sean Keogh. Again, conditions picked up dramatically. Again, Keane Maguire on the ball for Kilmessan. Kilmessan again. Keane Maguire played it in. A lot of slipping and sliding at the moment. It's kind of scrappy at the moment. It's hard to know who has the ball at this stage. The conditions are worsening here in Partulchan. Ratoath, he is the free. Definitely the hand was over the shoulder. Very scrappy so far, Fintan. Hasn't really come to life yet.
It's very hard. Those conditions, that wind and rain blowing, the ball is sticking to the ground there a bit, and a bit of rocks there and stuff like that. So
definitely
hard enough free now as well. Zone 45 into the breeze. It's going to be what kind of distance we get.
It's a good ball in though.
Turlock O'Neill.
Turlock has it. Turlock's going to hit on the left side. He's playing it in low. Has he been well marshaled by Richie Donnelly? He has, as Martin Horan, Squirty Horan, comes out with the ball. Martin Horan plays it out, but that's well won in the middle of the field. Comes across, it's well hooked. Coming across, good defending by James McCann. James McCann, Kyle Smith plays it across. Aidan Mangan has the ball in the middle of the field. He has a chance, he plays it. Just bounces in front of the full forward. The 15, Ger O'Neill, has the ball. Didn't get the free, I don't think it was. We'll play on. The number 5, Pierce Butler, coming out with the ball. It's a good hand pass. Good decision by the Ratoath wing back. Some good travelling with the ball. It's the number 12, Brian Moore. He has a chance of a shot. It goes across the goal mouth. Definitely a goal chance for McCann. Oh, sorry, McColdrick, but it doesn't go in the net. It's well defended. Keane Maguire has a chance to play it. Pádraig Froggy Maguire, cornerback. They're saying chop, and it's a free in for Ratoath. Some good running there, Gavin, by Shane McGoldrick. Nearly a chance of a goal.
Yeah, it was a great run initially from Brian Moore, and Shane had a good chance there. Kilmessan just managed to clear it off the line.
No, it's definitely, and it looks like there definitely could be a goal on in different opportunities. Both teams are getting a chance to run at pace at the goalkeepers, which is never a good sight for a defending team. But I think then it's just probably Kilmessan backs got a bit under pressure there and probably resorted to a chop. As Damien O'Mara, I'm told he's a Tumivara forward. I'm not going to mention his age, but he's not a minor anytime recently. But definitely he's an experienced hurler, and he's one to watch here for Ratoath as he dutifully puts the ball over the bar. So that brings it now. It's 6 minutes played. It's 1-1. Ratoath 1 point, Kilmessan 1. As Conor Gorman in the goals for Kilmessan has the chance for a long puck out. It's well contested in the air, the full-back, Sean Murphy. It's a good contest in the middle of the field. Georgie Paul O'Brien has the ball in the middle of the field. Plays it short. Has a chance. Charles Keena, Chucky Keena has it. He doesn't, it's lost. Paul O'Brien flicks it up. Keane Maguire tries to get the ball for Kilmessan. The number 11, Stephen Cooper, has been adjudged to push him in the back. And it looks like Kyle Smith will have a chance now just outside the 45-metre line for another chance at taking the free. It's probably slightly disjointed, Fint, at the moment. A lot of frees, kind of simple kind of stuff. It's like a team that hasn't played much hurling. Little bits of kind of nudging in the back and chopping the stick. Both sides are at it. It's kind of naive hurling, or a bit silly at this stage to be doing that.
Yeah, look, it's only in 7th minute, so we're only getting going. I was just looking there at Ger O'Neill and Chucky Keena, like, I wonder how many county finals they've been played in now, like, since.
Yeah, there's an awful lot of them
finals.
captain teams as well, like Ger captain a team to win.
Yeah. It's fantastic that they're still playing.
Kind of contest in the middle of the field. We're talking Kilmessan playing it on the sideline. Has a chance. Looks like Aidan Mangan has the ball on the sideline. He tries to break the tackle. It looks like it's a line ball. It's not. It's still play on into the full forward line. Has to be dealt with by the Ratoath backs. I think Sam Coughlin has it. Trying to play it out. It's just a little bit disjointed again, as we said. The chance now. Ger O'Neill has a chance to play it. He hand passes it wisely to Keane Maguire. He's under pressure. The number 7, David Hackett, has it. He plays it down the wing. That's good defending. Danny Tyne. He's been marshalled now by Sam Coughlin from Ratoath. Pushing the back by Danny Tyne. It's going to be a puck out from that corner. The goalkeeper, Collie O'Riordan, will have a chance now. He's got a great distance on his puck out and from frees. So good defending by Sam Coughlin. He used his body well to get in front of the ball, and he just kind of tempted Danny Tyne to push him, and Danny, probably just with a bit of a corner forwards tackle, just nudged him in the back. Oh, he went for the drop puck, Colin O'Riordan. Not one you'd recommend.
Not sure he meant that one either.
No. So Stephen Dowling from O'Matney's is the Moyer Lena on this side. The full forward, Turlock O'Neill. He's decided to go short. He's coming down the wing. The number 12, Brian Moore. Contested. Mark Mudley, the fullback, comes out with the ball. That's long now. Inside. Danny Tyne has a chance of pulling it. Collie Reardon deals with it well. It's not gone yet, as Sean Murphy has the ball. Tackles Danny Tyne. That's a good tackle by the fullback. But it's come back now. Looks like Aidan Mangan. And it's been waved wide. I think kind of a mixture, Gavin, between good Ratoath defending and poor Kilmessan shooting, but it's gone wide.
Yeah, Kilmessan kind of 2 half chances there, and you would have thought they might have taken their point at least. That's a poor wide.
Yeah, and Sean Murphy's doing well there at full back. He's a strong man.
He is.
That's a good ball down the sideline. It's been contested. That's played in now. It's just going to drop in front. McGoldrick is there. Has a chance. Porrick Maguire plays it out to the side. Martin Horan with a long ball out. Danny Tyne is contesting the ball. Robert Small, the captain, has it. Ratoath just getting a bit of motion in the play. That's a good tackle though. Keane Maguire playing her out around the middle of the field, even though he's 13 on his back. Paul O'Brien, Georgie has it. He plays it in. Lots of space. Will it go over the sideline? It's just going to sit on the sideline. Danny Tyne has a chance to pass it across. It's a good ball. Owen Jack Keoghan. He's been hooked well by the wing back, Pierce Butler. Sean Keogh has a chance to play it. It just mishit into the middle of the field. Good stuff. Brazel's fighting for the ball. Kyle Smith is contesting. The Ratoath man has it. He's coming down the line. It's number 2, Sean Brazel. So correction, 12, it's Brian Moore. He's a chance he's shooting. It goes across, but it's still going to be dangerous. Niall Burke was playing advantage. It's now a free in for the Ratoath junior team. It's 11 minutes played. Kilmessan have 2, Ratoath have 1 point. So the free is out just in front of the camera lens here as you see it. It's a chance now for the free taker O'Mara to take it. But we're just coming up now to about 12 minutes. Gavin, what's your thoughts so far?
Yeah, it's a scrappy enough start. Obviously the conditions don't help, and I know on the Ratoath side a few of these lads that have been involved with football that haven't got a whole lot of hurling yet this year, and you can probably see that a little bit, but some good starts. Brian Moore there, wing forward, has started well. He's doing a lot of hard running. He's in with the Meath under 20s at the minute, obviously looking forward to an All-Ireland final. So
O'Mara, has it gone out?
Wide for Damien.
That's uncharacteristic of O'Mara, the Tumivara man. It's gone out to the wide of the right post as Conor Gorman has a chance to play it long. Just bounces over. It's a good play by the Ratoath full back. It's going to bounce in there dangerously. McCann he's going to hand pass it out, I think. O'Mara, I think, playing it. O'Mara, he's been marked by David Hackett. O'Mara, he utilises the hand pass. I think it's Keogh on the ball. Sean Keogh. He's been tackled well though, played the ball away from him. David Hackett has it. Will he play it down the wing? He does. The ball, Owen Jack Keoghan has a chance to flick it, but he's been well defended by the number 7, James McCann. But again, Owen Jack reciprocates, gets the tackle back. Some good defending on both teams. Chance to full forward, Turlock O'Neill strongly plays the ball in. Port Maguire's contesting the ball inside, possibly a free. I think the number 13, Shane McGoldrick, was just pushing the back. Disappointing Finton again. A lot of good defending kind of in the middle of the field. It's very scrappy, but
we're just gone into the 13th minute there now, and we haven't had a score from play yet, so hopefully we can see it just a bit more. It is very scrappy at the minute, but it's junior hurling in hard conditions, so
what you're saying is if you're looking for a different game, maybe put on RD, maybe. That's what you were saying. But I think the people who are watching it because they're interested in the clubs involved.
Exactly.
David O'Mara with a point there.
Again, you're all very welcome. We're just hitting close to 100 viewers here on the Ideal Bathrooms Media TV for this K Windows and Doors Junior Hurling Final. Conor Gorman, the butcher, plays it out to the middle of the field. Has it gone over the sideline? Possibly Ger O'Neill just keeps it in. Kyle Smith has a chance. That's some good defending by Sean Murphy though. Murphy just bullied him off the ball. That's some great full-back play. As Sam Coughlin has a chance to contest here with Paul O'Brien. Murphy has it again. That's a great clearance by the Ratoath men. That's good stuff. Just flick the stick back. That's good play by the corner forward. Some good tight hurling skills on show here. It's going to be 1-on-1 inside. Conor Gorman comes out. Just missed McGoldrick. As Conor Gorman has it. Great length in his puck. Into the corner. Danny Tyne elects to let it by him to try and get over the top. Some good physical contests all around the field here in Partolchin as the Ratoath defenders exit with the ball. And again, it's over. It's just going to go bounce again to the goalkeeper. And Gorman out again. Owen Jack can't get it, but it looks like James McCann will get it. No, it's flicked out. Turlock O'Neill has it. It's played down the wing. Hackett and Brian Moore. David Hackett has it. Mark Munley has the ability to strike long. I think he's won a puck fodder before in Kilmessan. Well done, Conor Reardon, dealt with that well in the goals. The centre back, Robert Small, the captain. He has the ball. He's going to have to clear it down the wing. Niall Burke says it's a push in the back, possibly just the hand, that loose hand tackle. You see a lot in inter-county hurling, Finton, where you get away with it sometimes. Referees are.
I think Keoghan gave a good shoulder into the back there. I think there was no question about it.
So is that a good shoulder by definition then?
No. Well, you don't do it twice in a match anyway.
No.
You get blown for the first time.
It's like I always say the soft free. A soft free, unfortunately, is a free, but it's probably one you didn't want. That's probably more what that means. It's going to be played in, just dropping in front of the semicircular arc, the D. Long ball by Paul O'Brien. Well dealt with by Sam Coughlin. Plays it across to Murphy. It's a poor effort as it comes to Georgie. Paul O'Brien. Kyle Smith has a chance to go long. The umpire were waiting, and it's over the bar. It's the first point from play. 16 minutes. We're probably just going to get the water break as well. So much entertainment. We probably need a water break after the first point from play.
Have you any water up here yourself, Kieran?
No, I think if you want, you have to stick your tongue out the window there like a dog. I think that's about all you get up here, unfortunately. But the clock is stopped. 16 minutes and 14 seconds. Kilmessan 3, Ratoath 2. Gavin, firstly for you, you have a minute or so. What's your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, look, I think both teams kind of feeling their way into it. You know, I suppose considering the conditions there and with Hope playing against the wind, they'd probably be happy enough just to be a point down at the minute. There's been chances. Probably slightly better with the goal chances in the first quarter, but Kilmessan had one or two as well, probably half chances. And you'd like to see the game open up now again in the second quarter. Now the teams have had a bit of a feel for it. So,
Brilliant, Gavin. Fintan, your thoughts at this water break? The Susishka?
Yeah, look, both teams, it's all to play for in there. The two free takers have missed a few frees too, so. The two frees apiece, and Kyle Smith has just got one for play there just for the last puck. So we expect the second quarter could be improve a bit where they're just settling into the game, I think, and just get cracking on.
Well, just here a comment from Matthew Bizette. The Busby is in Australia. He's just maybe a tactical change for Kilmessan. He's saying let the high balls in low. He must be just talking about the wind. So if you keep them high balls in low, they might travel. So again, if you have any more comments, feel free to comment in. We always welcome interaction from the people watching. But definitely at the moment, it's kind of a game, I think, that's just on the edge. I think it's trying to get to life, and it's just getting scrappy and just struggling with the odd connection of a stick or whatever. But it's a game that I think could come to light at any stage here. It just needs maybe a big block or maybe an old hit that leaves a lad on his backside, or a good score like that. Kyle Smith, maybe the water break just killed the slight momentum from it, but it's just something that's crying out for a bit of action.
There's a lot of kind of one-handed picks that aren't coming up. The ball is sticking to the ground when it's wet and heavy, and lads just need to bend their back and get their two hands. You give out the kids for not doing it. So
true.
Lads at this stage, there's a lot of experience out there for some of them, and a lot of them would have played minor. A lot of minor through Ratoath have very strong teams for the last couple of years. So a lot of these boys are off those teams, so they should know a bit better. So
Colm Reardon reintroduces the ball into play. It's played up. Probably a frontal charge by Owen Jack, but it's good physical contact. Luke Farrell still has it. He gives it back to the number 7, James McCann. Just outside the D, Martin Horan and Tyke McCann contesting for the ball. Tyke McCann from Ratoath has it. Tyke tries to play it across. He's well marshalled by Martin Horan. Plays across. Kyle Smith elects to double on it, but he misses it. It goes through. Murphy has it, the full back for Ratoath. That's excellent defending. He has the advantage. He won't need it. The centre forward, Stephen Cooper. He's broken the tackle and he's been given the free. The arm was around the shoulder. Niall Burke, the Nafina man, has given the free.
He's going to throw it in now, I think. Is he?
No. But two passages there of advantage given to the Ratoath full back and then the centre half back, Cooper. And that's the kind of play, Gavin, they want if they want to get a victory here today in Park Tulchin.
Yeah, no, it's excellent play there from Sean, coming out from full back. Yeah, and I like that, moving on to the ball at pace and moving it at pace is the way forward, I think, for Ratoath.
Definitely running with the ball, running off the shoulder. It's been a good part of their play thus far. And Kilmessan probably just a little bit. Some of their players, as you said, mentioned Fintan in the pre-match, are probably a bit older. Some of them maybe don't want to be on the running of a young minor coming after them. But then maybe some of the Ratoath forwards aren't exactly the youngest either. So maybe it's just balance.
I think Turlock O'Neill, I'd say he was playing when I was playing, I think. So it's fantastic that lads are still playing.
So I think the nice word for that is experience. I think that's the word you used already, isn't it? Not age, it's experience.
No.
He is thrown in, Fintan, you're right.
There's a bit left in those legs, yes.
There obviously was some maybe...
There was a hit after the ball there.
Bit of dissent.
So I saw the referee calling for the ball there, so I thought...
Perfect.
We'll throw in.
Oh, a bit of a slide there. The number 12, Aidan Mangan, elected to slide in. That's good play by James McCann. But just going to go over the sideline as Martin Horan has it. He plays it back down the wing. It's well defended though. Will Martin Dawson call it on the line? He doesn't, it's still in play. The advantage has been given. He's going to give the free, Niall Burke.
It seems to be all Ratoath since the water break. They've just been pushing and pushing and pushing. Anytime they got the ball down into Kilmessan, got the ball into their own half of the field, it's coming straight back out again. Ratoath are struggling to get it into the full forward line still, but they're coming out with the ball consistently.
Yeah, it's just maybe getting into that final third of the field. It's difficult to do.
Good block down.
Good block. It's too low.
Or free, put it in.
Sometimes when you try to be too clever, as Mangan hits it in. Dangerous. Chucky Keane. Charles Keane has a chance to jab it up. Goes to Ger O'Neill. Keane Maguire. Will he elect a pass? He does. Ger O'Neill has a chance. He just fumbles the possession. That's a good tackle. Great shoulder charge. That's what we love to see. Keane Maguire still has it though. No free. Play on is the call. It's gone scrappy. I think someone might have picked it up off the ground, but we have the advantage of a zoomed in iPhone camera. The referee doesn't have that. He just has his two eyeballs. I think the umpires have that much waterproof on them. I don't think they could see the ball if they wanted to in there. It's well played. Paul O'Brien. Good block by Keane Maguire. Chucky Keane is tackling. James McCann from Ratoath. Was he fouled? Free in. So James McCann was elected to have touched the ball on the ground. Possibly fouled by Chucky Keane.
Yeah, I thought it was slightly unfortunate there because if it wasn't a foul, it was just a slip. I don't think he was trying to pick the ball off the ground. I think it just
his hand
managed
hit the ball.
it's just slightly unfortunate.
I just see on the sideline Kilmessan, Kevin O'Reilly, Kesha is warming up on the sideline, so possibly a substitute for Kilmessan is due soon. As Kyle Smith has the chance, jabs it up. It's a good strike. That's going to bring it now to 4-2 after 21 minutes. It's probably a game that a lot of unforced errors will have a massive dictation on what happens here today. Conor Reardon just looking into a barrage of precipitation and rain coming at him. That's well caught in the middle of the field. Just didn't get the stick work to match the fabulous catch as McCann hits it in. It's going to be Paul. Georgie O'Brien has it. That's a good tackle by Brian Moore. He knocks him on his backside. Chance for Turlock O'Neill. It's going to go over the bar. It's a great score. Turlock O'Neill from Ratoath.
That's an excellent score there from Turlock. He wouldn't necessarily be known as a forward in around the club. Spent most of his time in defence the last few years, but that was an excellent score from Turlock.
I think sometimes what we say about your experience levels, as long as they go up, I think the closer you get to the goals. I think either in them or away from them, but you end up going away from the middle. Owen Jack Kyogan has been replaced by number 18, Kevin O'Reilly, Kesha. Long ball has been played in. Ratoath have it, they're clearing it up the middle of the field. Number 5, Martin Horn, he elects to go short. The Ratoath defending is good by McCann. Well played. Georgie O'Brien pulls. Mark Munley pulls as well. Turlock O'Neill just didn't get a chance to raise it as Sean Keogh. He's a fast mover. Keogh breaks the tackle. He's coming down the left wing. He intails Paul O'Brien. Paul O'Brien will try to dispossess Keogh, but Keogh has a chance to shoot. I think, did Paul O'Brien get the touch? I'm not sure. It might have just been a poor effort. As David Hackett from Kilmessan, the wing half back, wearing 7, plays it to Pádraig Froggy Maguire. Plays out. This is going to be Damien O'Mara. He plays it across. The number 5, Pierce Butler. Well caught again by Pádraig Maguire. Which way is the free going? It's going to be
free out,
yeah.
Free out, yeah.
The 2 hands come up to the ref just to give us a little bit of thinking. But well caught by...
Silly freeze. When he gets a good clean catch like that, pulling and dragging out of him, it's always going to be a free.
Yeah.
You have to try and get a hook or get a block on him or something like that.
Yeah, so it's 4-3 to Kilmessan here. 23 and a half minutes gone. Conor Gorman, the goalkeeper, has a chance to lift. He's going to go with length. In the middle of the field, there's a contest here again. Mark Munley, seen himself more in the middle. Definitely Aidan Mangan has the chance to go long. Dangerous ball in. Collie Reardon in the goals. Plays it out. It's going to come over to the sideline here beside us. A chance for a catch. It probably just went over the line. Stephen Dowling singles line ball for Kilmessan. Martin Horan's a chance for the sideline cut. Definitely has the ability to go long with the sideline cut. Has that skill, which you see more and more in the modern game. Just as I give him the commentator's curse, which is always, that's there longer nearly than the prowess of the sideline cut. It's a long ball by Tyke McCann. Down the wing. It's batted down brilliantly. Some good play here by both teams. Murphy has a chance. Oh, sorry, not Murphy. James McCann has it. He's been tackled by Ger O'Neill. Sam Coughlin has it. Number 8, Luke Farrell. It's a contest now between McGoldrick and Pádraig Maguire. Turlock O'Neill has it. He plays it in. It's 1-on-1 inside. Some good hassling now by Richard Donnelly and the number 15, Damien O'Mara. It's good play. Has it gone over the bar? Wide ball. So again, the game has just picked up in the last few minutes, a bit tit for tat, Gavin, and it's picked up a bit in pace and intensity.
Yeah, there's a bit more pace to it there now, right? A couple more challenges, a bit more tackles. It's starting to look a bit more like a championship final now at this stage.
Absolutely, as the two players contest from either side. Ratoath, that's a great shoulder away. He's in the middle of the field. It's a long ball. Danger here, but it's blocked down and Pádraig Maguire has it. He's a chance to give it to Martin Horan. Martin elects to go short again to Danny Tyne. He evades the tackle of James McCann. Danny Tyne evades the tackle of James McCann. He plays it across. Ger O'Neill probably didn't go tough enough for the ball. Was probably trying to look for the foul. It's a long effort. It's a good ball in. O'Mara and Richard Donnelly, who's deputising as the captain today. Turlock O'Neill hit it last, I think. Yeah. Just came off O'Neill just beforehand. As he throws it to the referee. That's a silly, because the referee's not changing his mind there. But I must say it was a good throw. He must have been watching the shot put at the Olympics, so there was a fine throw. Or Olympic handball.
Like road bells or something like that. Yeah, he's going to get booked for that, which is just a bit...
Maybe the appeals committee let him off on technique and form.
Well, I don't know. He seemed 100% sure that his name was just taken. He wasn't actually booked.
No.
He wasn't
well, maybe the card is coming.
Card is coming.
Just want to check his pocket in the wet.
He was 100% certain that the Kilmessan man put the ball out. So
yeah, Turlock is not one for shouting back at referees or dissent or umpires or that. So. He must have been fairly certain it was a 65.
It definitely was tight now on the camera lens. Turlock definitely hit it last, but the question is, had it gone over the line before he hit it over himself, if that makes sense. But the decision is made and you won't challenge and get away with too much. As Mark Bunley has a chance. They say just hits the crossbar. The diameter of the slither is so small, but it can happen still, as Mark Bunley nearly gets a point. Not too often he's that far forward. The ball, it goes, played on the half-back line for Kilmessan. That's great play by Ratoath. Ratoath have a goal chance here if they can get the right decisions made. It's flicked up, it doesn't work. Paul Georgie O'Brien has it. Tries to play it to Mark Munley, who's beside him. Bit too short of hurling. On the ground is the call by the referee. The Kilmessan defenders will be frustrated with themselves there. Probably had a chance to clear it long. Too much short passing, and Finton, they just ended up basically probably giving away a score.
Yeah. Damien O'Mara is going to take this again and just tap it over to an easy enough free. And
but again,
handling the ball on the ground is...
It's happened both ends now.
Yeah, it's just slippy though too. You're like, it's easy. Feet go underneath it. There's an awful lot of rain here in Navan all day, so the conditions are very, very slippy there. So.
And you were going to come in there, Gavin?
Yeah, Kilmessan probably thought they got out of jail there. It was a good break from Ratoath, and they probably should have made a bit more of it, but they hopefully come away with a point.
Yeah, it's a score, and definitely for Kilmessan, somewhat will be happy in the fact that Gavin mentions there. It could have been a goal, and they probably botched the chance. Ratoath, it wasn't excellent defending. They got the ball and then just overcarried it and played it on the ground as Conor Gorman plays it out to the middle of the field. It bounces through a few lines. Looks like Luke Farrell might be the man who lifts it, and he has a chance to strike it. He's blocked down, but it's going to be a sideline. Good intensity, you see when the forwards are blocking the backs down like that. So again, for all our viewers here, there's close to 100 watching. If you have any comments or queries, please get on to us. If there's any technical stuff, please mention it. If you have any thoughts on the game, who's playing well, or something you'd like to change, please feel free to comment. As the ball comes in, Collie Reardon doesn't. He's not that tall, and it's gone over the bar. Who got that one, Finton?
It's very hard to tell, and I'm not sure.
I think it might have been the full back. Was it number 3?
Mark Munley. Mark Munley's getting credit for it.
Okay, fair enough.
Maybe, no, I'm not sure.
We'll have to go to our dubious goals committee or points committee afterwards, maybe, and ask.
It was a good score.
Put a question mark on that one, Finton, and we'll check at half time.
It was a great over the shoulder strike. Really well done.
So came again from the great block down, as I said, the forwards blocking the backs, and then a poor sideline cut. So that's some excellent defending up the field. Possibly a chop, probably just somewhat lazy with Sam Coughlin. Silly maybe to put the stick in like that. And Danny Tyne was able to ride the tackle and take the free. So this is potentially another point for Kilmessan, and they could have a 2-point lead coming into half time.
Kyle Smith again taking the frees.
He's only missed one, and probably a very easy one which he's missed, but he scored everything else. So Kyle Smith. It's gone over the bar. So again, that's a 2-point lead now for Kilmessan. 30 minutes and 35 seconds elapsed. There's an injury here for Ratoath. It's the number 6, the captain, Robert Small. It looks like he's receiving treatment. Did he have any underlying injury coming in before the game?
No, not that I know of.
So it looks like it's a left shoulder of some description.
He's been training away and was playing last weekend. So.
And Chucky Keane is getting treatment there beside him. Gavin Ure, the physio, is doing some work. I think the work on Chucky now could just be remedial due to, what would you say, old age. So
it's a bit early for cramp, is it?
Yeah. That cramp is built up over 20 years.
Or maybe not.
I think it's kind of just when you get the chance to get a bit of spray on them legs, I think it's just no harm. It's like the old cars before they kind of went electric, that once you started them you kind of had to keep going, so you know.
Hold the choke, hold the choke.
You're very hard on him.
No, it's true. But he's a flyer, that's the thing. He's been Kilmessan, one of his best hurdlers in the club for the last 20 years. So the score is 6-4 to Kilmessan, 32 minutes played. As Ger O'Neill has it in the middle of the field. Is he going to elect a pass? No, he shimmies. Oh, I think might have bought the foul there somewhat, but the hand was being touched though and dragged, so very clever play.
Robert Small, he had his hurl all the way around him, and I think he might have held on to him a little bit to draw the foul in. I think too late, but
I think the arm went up around the neck, and once the arm goes up around the neck,
you're just going to get yourself in trouble.
Foul or not, you tend to get blown for it.
Absolutely, and Ger O'Neill, he that shimmy is famous in Meath circles. He's done it 1,000 times in a lot of different levels, so he's dangerous when he picks up a bit of pace like that. As Kyle Smith has a chance to lift and strike for the score. So that's going to be a 3-point lead for Kilmessan, 7-4 coming into the half-time break. It is half-time, 7-4 to Kilmessan. So we'll be staying online during the half-time, so the stream won't end. It'll just maybe go silent for a few minutes, maybe in the middle if we get tired of talking. But we're going to be staying online. So if you have any comments at half-time, please get them in. We'll have some talking points. Anything you'd like us to talk about, feel free to come in. Any comments or queries. But I'll pass over to my colleagues here. Gavin, for yourself, from a Ratoath perspective, what do you think the half-time management of Mick Brazel, Larry McGowan and Francis Riley, what will they be saying?
I suppose they'll be a little bit disappointed with how the half finished there. You know, it's a day for free takers, and Ratoath have kind of given away some handy enough frees, and you know, this could well be a game that comes down to, you know, being decided by the free takers. So I think they'll be liking to you know, get closer up on the shoulder, so that they're not that step off, so they're not giving that free away. Obviously, you'd like to think they might get some aid in the conditions from the wind, and they'll be looking for, I think, for the work rate to rise a bit. You know, when they came out after the second water break, certainly they started really to be getting into the game, but didn't really put any scores on the board, and Kilmessan came back then and got the 3 frees. So they'll be disappointed enough, I think, with how that finished. Again, like any game now, the subs bench could have something to say about it here. I know Ratoath have some quality players, young and old.
Is there anyone in particular you think would make a difference coming on?
I know Sean Laffey has been away from the scene for a couple of years, but he's been back playing with the third team. He's been playing really well. Brian Kiernan is another good young hurler. Is quite keen on his athletics, so has kind of been away from the hurling a bit, but has super legs. Paddy Cody then and Paul Kieran, Kieran Stokes, they're all good experienced hurlers who may have something to bring in the second half, particularly if Ratoath go a bit more direct into the full forward line. So
that's perfect. I think Ian Johnson there from Kilmessan just says great point, Kyle. So is that, Ian, you might tell us from watching it, was Mark Munnelly, was that the guy you got on the sideline, or was it Kyle Smith? We weren't sure. The one just before the free, Mark Munnelly ran 29 minutes in, so if anyone was watching and they want to help us out, we're unsure. So Fintan is just going to ask us out from a Kilmessan perspective, what do you think the management team, Jimmy Maguire is the manager and Tony Grimes, Nicky Horn, Paddy Horn are selectors, what are they talking about in that huddle?
Kilmessan are going to come in against a stronger breeze now. They had the breeze in the second half, or in the first half, and I think Ratoath have a bit of a longer strike, and I think you could see a few longer Ratoath scores and stuff like that coming in. Turlock O'Neill got a great score actually, and he's on a yellow card now for a silly bit of dissent, which could just kind of, he has to be very careful now over it. Like Ratoath, Damien O'Mara is hitting frees too, so as to say, I think it will be a game of frees, as most hurling matches go now, that the free taker is the main scorer on the game, and if it's going well, the wind looks to be picking up again a little bit even, so
it's actually got quite dark here, Busby Matthew Bazette just came in. It was Munnelly who scored over the shoulder, so we were right here, thankfully. So thanks for the clarification. Wouldn't want to take poor old Munnelly out of the thing, because I wouldn't mind, during the week when we were doing the programme, the printer actually put Mark Munnelly off the team by mistake, and I copped it, so he could have been done out of the programme as well. So definitely no vendetta against poor old Mark Munnelly. Good GA man, the umpire's me, so I wouldn't want to see him stuck. But just if you can see there from the scoreboard, it's very bright, the scoreboard. That might give you an indication of kind of the light levels here in Páirc Tailteann, and the lights on the scoreboard, or sorry, in the press box, the far side of the field. So it's quite dark, it's very wet and miserable here. So as you say, kind of Fintan, it'd be like game management now. You're against the stronger breeze. You want to make sure obviously you don't get that 3-point lead eroded. And
absolutely no freeze is the message, I think. Like for Kilmessan anyway, it's don't be giving away any frees, and I say both teams, but like it's very hard to get scores from play, and giving away handy frees.
And I said like the great score came from Mark Munnelly, and
we've only had 3 scores from play, like so.
But there are a few subs, just when we mentioned there are Ratoath subs, a few on the Kilmessan bench that could do damage, but probably Kesh is on already. A few lads like Jake Harlan, Fionn Maguire, Keith Riley, Lorcan Kyogan. There's a few lads there that could come on and do well for the Kilmessan team. But
did you bring the helmet and boots yourself, Kieran? Would you?
No, I'm actually I'm presenting the cup after the game, so I'm currently wearing a shirt and tie. So I think now I could be dodgy enough going out in that. Now I'd be very well dressed for it now, but I don't think I'd probably be a good mover out there.
Unusual for you to be very well dressed.
Well, now that we won't have unparliamentary language up here in the box, but it looks like the Ratoath side have definitely looking forward to it more here. They're out, they're in position. Kilmessan just getting a bit out here now, slower, but I'd say they're calm. The instructions, like that management team of Jimmy Maguire, Tony Grimes, Nicky Horn, Paddy Horn, a lot of wise hurling heads in there. Hopefully the messages are clear, the instructions, and they'll hopefully be able to get it. Obviously Darren Finglas Brennan saying Munnelly's doing untold damage, so definitely a reference to the buff.
No referee out yet, the two teams are out, so just
definitely won't start with it.
Back on, we have there's slitters for sale here at the minute. There's a young lad, Zach Moran, in Navan O'Mahony's. He's a 11-year-old who is unfortunately in chemistry at the minute. He had a brain tumour, so he's had it removed. So just fundraising. So especially for Ratoath people, if they're coming tomorrow, they'll be for sale again tomorrow. They're €10 each. And if anybody can, log on to the iDonate page at idonate.ie/Zach Rocks. to fundraise. There's Harley Davidson for raffle as well, and a few things. So please, if you can, support the Zach Rocks Fund. It's for a great cause, for a great young lad.
Perfect, Fintan, and it's great that the GA community did so much in the last year, especially to fundraise for those vulnerable in our communities. And I think the GA community always back their own, so I'm trusting the people who will be here are buying them, and for the county hurling final tomorrow, definitely. So it's not too often you see this where the teams are lined up, but I think Niall Burke is probably utilising the inside, the central heating system here in Paratulchin.
Yeah. Throw it in. Will I throw in?
If you want to throw in the Zach Rocks ball now, you might.
Just a word on that, lads. I bought 2 of the balls myself. I was unfortunate enough to use my own son last year to a terminal brain disease, and he spent a lot of time in Temple Street. So I'd encourage anybody to provide any bit of fundraising for that cause they can, because it's an excellent cause.
Thanks very
Brilliant.
much.
As I said, the GA community backs their own, and it's always great to see that. As Niall Burke comes back out here, Martin Dawson from St Michael's is coming over to be linesman on this side, and Stephen Dowling has gone the far side. So hopefully the cup on tea, the banana, and maybe the ham sandwich was good inside, Niall. It won't affect your movement on the field. He's a fit man, he'll be well able. So we're just coming in here now. It's just coming up to 4 minutes to 5. Said it's quite dark here today in Paratulchin, but definitely it's not been a dull affair. It's picked up the game dramatically as Ratoath win it. Centre half forward Stephen Cooper has a chance. It's a big pull on the ball by Kevin O'Reilly Kesha. It's on the far side, the number 9 Kyo. He's blocked though. Potentially a broken stick by Ed Mangan. No, it's just a broken spirits maybe from Sean Kyo. But Sean Kyo definitely one we picked out before. Gavin is one to watch, but he really and truly is just getting harried. He broke once, great for a goal chance, but since then he hasn't really done much on the ball.
Yeah, and unfortunately I suppose with Sean, he's been concentrating a lot in football with Curraha this year, and his touch might be a little bit off. He's usually an excellent hurler.
As he has it now, is he going to wide ball?
Wide, unfortunately.
But that was a difficult choice, or difficult effort, and probably the choice was probably ill-advised in that corner. But then when we see so many of these great players score like that, we always salute them and congratulate them. As Conor Gorman comes out. Which? Sean Kyo. Sean Kyo hit the ball wide as it comes into the corner. Number 13, Sid McGonick and Pádraig Maguire in the corner. McGonick, has he got round Froggy? He has. McGonick has a chance. He's done him for over carrying.
Put the ball down there and not shout at the ref.
Don't throw at the ref, whatever you do. But possibly harsh, Gavin.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I didn't see the overcarry unless he caught it 3 times. I'm not sure.
He didn't catch it 3 times, no.
He didn't look to overcarry because he seemed to have it up in the hurling.
No, there were 5 small steps, I think.
Yeah, and sometimes you get the benefit of the doubt from a referee when you're being tackled like that.
Poor one by Conor Gorman. Kesha has the ball. O'Reilly, number 18. It's gone over the sideline. It's a Kilmessan ball again. The number 12, Brian Moore's just making sure he's standing over it. Pádraig Maguire, another man who loves a big cut of the ball. He's a great height and distance from it. So more than likely it's going to scutter along the ground now because I've said that. So
Kyle Smith is expecting it here, I think.
I think so, and I think a lot of space for Aidan Mangan as well. I did dead right. I said, as soon as I said he was good at them, that was the death nail on him.
I think you need to keep your mouth shut inside like balls.
I think just the wet conditions, I think they're probably the free for Ratoath. Pushing the back, I think, was the signal by the Rachor. And it looks like Damien O'Mara's gone out just in front of the Beco sign here, just outside the 45-metre line.
Hello to Shane Kelly there, a Beco, a good Ratoath man there now. He's originally done Shafton, but
jeez, that's an awful thing to be saying about a lad. I think them ties they run forever. I think that kind of way.
I don't think so. No, you can.
I'm definitely involved with the teams there. That's a great point. Nearly went in the goal.
Yeah, it was a tricky height coming in.
Absolutely, and Shane Kelly, Beco, great supporter of Gaelic games in the province as well as me. The Bico had a competition there for numerous years for gear in the club, so we're very appreciative of the work that Shane Kelly and Bico do. As Ratoath pick it up again, they're starting to get a bit of impetus in their play now. Some good defending though by the Kilmessan backs. As Luke Farrell has the ball, will he go for the shot? He's going to hit the ball in. Conor Gorman, is it a goal in the net?
Had a lovely touch on it. Lovely touch.
Oh, I think the goalkeeper Conor Gorman, he tried to shepherd the ball out.
Just talking.
The goal, it's a goal. So who got the goal then? Was it Shane McGoldrick flicked it on?
He got there just before the keeper, I think.
Well, I think the goalkeeper actually tried to shepherd the ball out, and I think he probably should have went for it, but he'll have to think about that. Conor Gorman, he has to go for the next ball. Well played though, you can't be taken away from the corner forward. It was much quicker to it.
It was good forward play. As soon as the ball was in the air, he was heading for the square. So
just flicked it by him, and that's changed the complex of this game. Ratoath win by 1 point after 4 minutes in the second half.
Any touch of the ball like that in front of a goalie with the way it's coming in, it's impossible for a goalie. You don't know what it's going to do. I don't think Shane McGoldrick knew really. He just got his hurl out to it, and it just
put the hurl out there.
He just changed the direction of the ball a tiny bit, and it's why everyone should track in after every ball like that and just put pressure on the goalie.
A bit of a push and a shove here.
There's a bit more life in the game now since in the second half since it started.
And they probably needed that goal.
Yeah, it's a great sign.
That's the first one I kept my mouth shut and it went straight in. Free in. No, wide ball.
That looked like a free.
Bit of physicality.
It looked like he was going to blow it too.
Oh, is he going to penalise him? No.
Too quick, wait for the whistle. Two boys are not outside the 20.
Yeah, all players must be outside the 20-metre line in hurling before the ball is struck. And if it's the defending players at fault, it should be a 20-metre throw, and if it's the attacking players, it's actually a free puck. 13 metres more advantageous. You don't see it too often though. It's much more evident in football because you can't be inside the D either.
Yeah.
Danny Tyne, does he see his partner Ger O'Neill has it? Just inside the 45, it looks like he might have the goal in his mind. He's passed across to Keane Maguire. It's a poor pass, but it's still in play. Number 19, Phil Maguire is on. I didn't see who come off. Must have been a half-time substitution. Finton, was it?
I didn't hear it. I don't know.
Well, Phil Maguire is on. Number 19 for Kilmessan.
Let's see if we can figure out who's on now.
His own jack is already off. Is Chucky out there? Chucky Keena.
Danny Tyne is on.
I don't see Chucky anymore.
He was getting a bit of treatment there just before.
Yeah, so it could have been Chucky then. So Charles Keena was replaced by number 19, Phil Maguire. So O'Mara has a chance now from distance, 65-metre line, has a bit of a wind behind him, has the ability to get it over the bar from this distance. And it's been waved wide by the umpire. It was a tough effort.
Yeah, just sliced off the hurley. I don't think he connected just how Damien usually would. He's usually a sweet free taker.
So Conor Butcher Gorman plays it out. He sees Aidan Mangan over on this side. Down the wing. Fionn Maguire plays it across. Kyle Smith. Aidan Mangan. Aidan Mangan didn't like the contact after the play. Will there be a free out? No, there won't. Play off. Fionn Maguire has a chance to lift and strike. That's great defending. Mangan has a second chance. Will he put it over the bar? No, it's an excellent ball in. Danny Tyne. Some good defending. Fionn Maguire picks it. He goes to strike, but some good defending by Murphy, the full-back. Line ball was called. Some good hassling there by the Kilmessan forwards. Again, it led to the goal, or sorry, the point, the great point by Mark Mulley the first time. Yeah.
It was definitely 100% out.
Aidan Mangan is saying that it didn't come on the field, but hurling the ball must be on the field, so it definitely had to leave the field, if that makes sense.
I think it can
out.
Yeah. Just going to roll out of the line, roll back in again.
Yeah. Just that little curl in the ball.
Probably wasn't 13 metres either, so he probably lucky.
The goal substitution. Number 7, James McCann, is replaced by number 20, Adam Whelan.
So Adam Whelan is on, number 20 for number 7, James McCann. He has it. Very slippy, but Aidan very quick to his feet. Clive McCann has a chance. Mark Munley is playing it there too. Aidan Mangan puts the stick in. Who'll kick it out? Mark Munley is put to the ground. Bexon play the centre back. Small, the captain, plays it across. Turlock O'Neill, that's some excellent exit play. A chance of a goal shot if they can keep moving the ball in. Lots of space inside. Sean Keogh's blocked down. Paul Georgie O'Brien denied the quick moving ball from Ratoath. Keogh has it, still in play. He's a very quick mover. He gets the free. So Kilmessan did well to stop the quick movement. There was a lot of space inside and a possible goal chance. But I think
number 14, Turlock O'Neill, is replaced by number 18, Kieran Stokes.
so. Kieran Stokes replaces Turlock O'Neill. So number 18 is on. But I think after some excellent play though to recover when Kilmessan had done some great defending. Ratoath, Sean Keogh in particular. Turlock O'Neill played it across and some excellent forward play to earn the free.
Yeah, absolutely. As you say, some good defending from Kilmessan, and some good defending from Ratoath further up the field to get it clear. And let's see if Damien can put this one over. That's a good score again, Damien.
That's good. So we've just come up to 10 minutes played now. Kilmessan 7 points, but Ratoath are leading now with the scoreline of 1-6. So Conor Gorman plays it out here, middle of the field. The centre forward, that's a long one by Stephen Cooper. Has it gone over the bar? That's an excellent score by Stephen Cooper. And that's a great confidence booster for the team, Gavin, when you see the centre forward get the ball so quickly and put it over with ease.
Yeah, no, that was an excellent score here, an excellent score. And Ratoath really starting to motor now.
Absolutely, it's all Ratoath now. Kilmessan haven't had a shot in 10 minutes.
Keogh plays it to himself. That's brilliant play. Number 12, Brian Moore. He plays it through. That's some clever play. He has the advantage. So that's some excellent play by Brian Moore, the under 20 player.
Ratoath made a couple of
Mark Munley is going to get a card
there as well, I think. Some good subs coming on there now. Adam Whelan is a good,
and Kieran Stokes.
Good young player, and Kieran Stokes.
Mark Munley with the yellow card.
I must say, I was surprised to see Turlock on off. He was playing quite well in there.
Yeah, he was on that yellow, I think, I saw that.
Yeah, that's true. That's
and when you have substitutes, you may as well use them too, isn't it? It's a decent strike. Point. So just come on, 12 minutes now. It's 1-8, 11 points to 7 for Ratoath.
Ratoath has scored 1-4 to no reply now in the second half, and Kilmessan are going to need to get going, or else they're going to be in trouble, I think.
Good play, Pierce Butler. He's been tackled by Aidan Mangan, but that's some great evasion skills to get away from Mangan, but Mangan has stayed with him. That's an excellent pass out. Martin Horn has a chance to play it down the wing. Danny Tyne and Sean Brazel. Sean Brazel, will he be able to lift it to himself? Some good physical play by both players. Murphy now, the full-back. Paul O'Brien plays it to Ger O'Neill. Ger plays it across. It's a chance now for Fionn Maguire. It's played to Kyle Smith, but that's some excellent defending. Again, Cooper has it, the centre forward. Just it bounces in front. Howard Maguire has it. He's been tackled well by McGoldrick, the corner forward. Maguire has it. Maguire has it. Still going. He's up, reached the 65-metre line. A wise hand pass across to Danny Tyne. Tyne has it, number 17. Bit of a cynical foul, but
Grabbed his jersey, yeah.
I think a very wise foul though, Gavin. He probably just had the beating of him. He just gave him a little tug.
He's going to foul him out there because that's a tough free against that wind.
Yeah. Rain is falling again in sheets here now, so.
Again, it's a decent game here. There's 13 and a half gone here in the K Windows and Doors Junior Hurling Final. Kyle Smith has to score this, or else Kilmessan will just see themselves fading into the distance of this junior final. And the hand goes up, it is a score.
Next and 3.
14th minute is Kilmessan's first score of the second half. So.
First score of the second half. Kilmessan will want to up their scoring rate. As the goalkeeper Colm Reardon, I haven't called his name out much in this half. He's been idle up in the far end of the hospital end. He has the length. It's good play. Good contest for the ball. Both teams fighting for it in the middle. Third as Keane Maguire has it. Plays it. Tyne has it. Plays it across to Martin Horan. Plays it across. Go play across. Small had it. He doesn't have it anymore as Ger keeps it in play. Ger O'Neill, number 15. Fionn Maguire, they're tackling. Pierce Butler has the chance to pick it up. That's the next one by Cooper. Just bounced short. So just there was a spammer there on the page just after blocking him, so just ignore any of the gobbledygook you're getting there. It's just been the Sushiska now here, the water break. Again, come back to you, Gavin. From a Ratoath perspective, you're up by a goal at the minute. It's 15 minutes played, water break. What are you thinking?
Yeah, no, look, much more positive play from Ratoath in the first quarter, the second half.
15-7. He didn't stop the clock.
They've been very good since half time. Obviously, the goal is a big boost. The goal is a big goal in this game, considering the conditions. And Ratoath have really come into it and are Kilmessan really feeding off scraps at the minute. So, I'd just like to see Ratoath keeping that going.
That's perfect. And Fintan, from a Kilmessan perspective, I asked you at half time what the perspective of the management team might be. What do you think's been said by Jimmy Maguire and co?
They have to get back into the game. They've been out of the game. They haven't had the ball in their own half. They've had one shot from a free. It's all for the last 15 minutes. So you can't win a game if you don't score. So they're going to have to start working harder in the forwards and getting ball into them. Better ball into them.
Absolutely. So it's kind of similar. In the first half, this is kind of the reverse we had, where Ratoath were kind of the messages, kind of the game has reversed.
The wind is very strong, and the Ratoath centre back there, Robert Small, is cleaning up an awful lot of ball and getting it out. So keep it away from him. I think it's.
They moved Stephen Cooper back from centre forward too, and Stephen's starting to get on a lot of ball. You got an excellent point there, under in the half. So I think Stephen's kind of in around the half back line now. So
definitely the last 15 minutes here are going to be entertaining in the K Windows and Doors Junior Hurling Final of 2020. It's a long time since the semi-final, but for these 30 players out there, it means an awful lot, and they're going to leave nothing behind them here in the last few minutes. As I think the ball is a Kilmessan puck out. Ball just bounced wide from Cooper's long, I think it was more a pass than a shot. Long ball by Conor Gorban. Well caught by McGoldrick. Has that gone over? Wide ball.
Do you need to be careful, though? They need to make sure they keep tacking on those scores, because there's still only a goal in it, so it's far from one yet.
Absolutely. Like, if Kilmessan get a goal, it'll be a huge lift to them, and they can. It's amazing how a game can turn with a goal.
There's Whelan plays it in. A lot of scrappy play there. Ratoath have it now. Chance of a shot. To score. Who got that one?
Stephen Cooper again.
Stephen Cooper
score.
really coming into the game.
He spent a few years away from home in Canada, so it's good to see Stephen back and hurling well.
So definitely there's something has to be dynamically changed in the Kilmessan setup at the minute. They're just fading out of the game. Doesn't look like there's a goal threat really. They're struggling to get on the ball. But a lot of that is down to Ratoath's very swift play. They're getting it to some of their better players, like we mentioned, Cooper. That's exactly what Kilmessan need though. Ball winning players. Good defending, great hook of the ball. Kesha O'Reilly got dispossessed. Well played by Pádraig Maguire. Oh, Murphy out in front. He's been one of the better players today. Kieran Stokes just disrupted the play enough. Sean Keogh has it. Well played by Giorgio O'Brien. Keogh, will it go over? A great score. Sean Keogh coming into the game, Gavin, a lot more in this last quarter.
Yeah, no, he started the game brightly and then kind of drifted out of it, but he's really come into it a bit more in the second half, getting a lot of ball.
Good. As a chance now, Kilmessan have the ball. They're attacking at pace. Kesh O'Reilly has it. Frontal charge, possibly a new free. It won't be an advantage, it'll be the new free here on the 45-metre line. Kyle Smith has a chance to get a point on the board. It's 19 minutes just coming up now. Ratoath 110 to Kilmessan's 8 points. He's brought the ball up something, obviously a few choice words were said to the Ratoath.
It's an important score here to get for Kilmessan, and I need to win this book out as well afterwards.
Yeah, Kilmessan haven't really had back-to-back scores in this game since the very start of the game, so they really need to hit one or two quick scores in succession to really put themselves back in this contest. As Kyle Smith lifts, strikes, and that is a good score. Brings the deficit back down to 110 to 9 as we have a sub.
Number 10, Tyg McCann, has been replaced by number 17, Paul Kerwin.
So Paul Kerwin on for Tyg McCann on the Ratoath side.
With the change now, Paul wouldn't necessarily have the same pace as Tyg.
Yeah,
But Paul probably played in a junior county final maybe 20 years ago at this stage.
Some good contest. Martin Horan is blocked down well by Kerwin.
Yeah, he's on the ball already.
Good hit. Keane Maguire has it in his paw. He has it out. Aidan Mangan, middle of the field it's gone to. Hackett missed it. Now Tyne has a chance, but it looks like Sean Brazel is going to be able to get it. No, it's a free though. Definitely pushed aside, I think.
Yeah. The linesman there, Martin Dawson, isn't enjoying the rain here either. He's rubbing his hair and stuff. So.
Well, that's what he gets for wearing a St Michael's top and not a rain jacket. Long ball in by the centre half back into the square. It's blocked down well. That was Brian Moore, was it? It's wide ball regardless. Well hooked. Scrappy again as Aidan Mangan has a chance to pull on the ground. It's gone up in the air. Keogh has it as well. Has a chance to flick. He's able to evade the tackle. That's a good ball into the corner. Well defended. McGoldrick didn't get it. Pádraig Maguire has it, plays it to Martin Horan. Horan has a chance to go down the wing. Aidan Mangan in front of the D. Tyne has it, just flicked it, missed it. Chance of a goal if Ger can get another flick on it. Ger O'Neill doesn't. Keane Maguire, the number 13. Flicked up now, Kesha. Kevin O'Reilly, will it go over the bar? Wide. Kilmessan really needed that score. There's about 8 minutes of normal time left. Kilmessan, 9 points. Ratoath leading with a scoreline of 1-10-9. Long ball by Collie O'Riordan. Colin O'Riordan has been playing well in the goals today. Keogh is just really coming into the game, showing his senior hurling prowess. Conor Gorman, the goalkeeper, catches it. Has a chance to strike. Out to the wing. Highsmith plays it. Hackett, David Hackett has the ball. Middle of the field. Aidan Mangan is just overplayed. Martin Horan and Paul Kerwin contesting. Horan again. Long ball by Aidan Mangan. Well caught. A little push maybe, but not needed as Kieran Stokes. Stokes is going to drop dangerously in. Oh, it's speculative, but it nearly causes major damage to the Kilmessan rear guard. Paul Maguire plays it. Georgie O'Brien plays across Danny Tyne. Struggling to get on the ball. He needs to flick it into his hand. He's been well defended though so far. Some excellent play by the Ratoath defenders. Kesha, will he pass? He will. Another pass needed potentially. It's a point. David Hackett, I think, got the score, number 7. Or was it 8, Paul O'Brien?
Yeah.
8, Paul O'Brien got the score. So the goal in it now. Ratoath 1-10 to Kilmessan's 10 point. Gavin, what are Ratoath thinking now? Kilmessan, a little bit of a fight back.
They're starting to come back into it. The changes kind of have unsettled Ratoath a little bit, I think, more than anything.
It's a ball, just another long ball by Colm O'Riordan. Ball. There's a chance for Sam Coughlin to get the ball, just struggling to raise it.
2 hands on your hurley.
Again, scrappy play on the stand side here in Park Tulchin. Niall Burke is going to say it's a throw ball in.
Sam had 3 or 4 opportunities to pick that ball there.
Just a little bit agricultural.
He had the time and space, and to be fair to him, he's usually
no, that's it. He's had a good game so far.
Conditions are very, very hard to play out there though.
Some good contact. Don't push will be the call from the Kilmessan sideline. Something you might see in the Lions tour or something here. There's like a rolling mall. There's a lot of people. Very hard to see what happened. So probably another throw ball. A throw in.
Well, he needs everything else away for that.
Always a good time to get a bit of revenge as a throw ball in.
Yeah, well, you just pull hard. Yeah.
Chance for Mark Munley. He's had a good game at full back. Plays out. Paul Maguire has had a decent game at the corner too. Bit of a hot potato, but he has it. Paul O'Brien, the centre half back, plays to Keane Maguire. Keane Maguire. It's another high ball, hard for Kyle Smith to deal with, but Ratoath have the ball. And it's the number 12, Brian Moore. Just gone out to the wide. So 25 and a half minutes played. Ratoath still lead by the 3 points. The goal of 1-10 to 10. Conor Gorman in the goals. It's a long ball out to the sideline.
1-on-1 inside in the square.
That's what I'm saying. Isolation inside. Martin Horn, he has the free, but advantage will be played. Possibly a goal chance if Kilmessan play their cards right. Oh, it's pulled on by Dine in the air. Chance for Davy Hackett, the number 7, the wing half back. It's blocked by Murphy. Is it a goal? Ger O'Neill! What a save by Colm O'Riordan. An unbelievable effort. Colm O'Riordan. An excellent goalkeeper, usually in most games he plays, Gavin, and really showing his credentials there.
Yeah, no, that was a really, really super save.
Point blank, like.
Yeah.
And Ger O'Neill, of course, a great forward, well able to get it in the corner, so that even adds to the level of the save by Colm O'Riordan. A really, really brilliant one. The Butcher Gorman, the centre or the goalkeeper coming up now, up to the middle of the field. He's going to take this 65.
Oh yeah, thought he was going to run past it and drop it in.
Butcher is an excellent free taker. And I'd probably given him the commentator's curse there, should have said nothing.
Is he going to drop this in, Kieran, do you think? Or with
I don't know.
3 minutes to go and a goal behind, there's not scores aren't too
Fortune
forthcoming.
favours the brave. So
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
or the foolhardy, whatever way you want to look at it.
Drop it in and play.
Well, he's brought it to about 64 metres and
No.
90 centimetres, I think, just slightly. He's just in case he's going to drop it. I think it's a shot.
Oh, that's it.
Point.
Point for the
Yeah,
goal.
Conor Gorman, one of the best free takers in the club in Kilmessan, so a wise decision to come on and take that 65.
The third substitution,
Ratoath sub.
number 13, Shane McGoldrick, is being replaced by number 19, Sean Lassiter.
So Sean Laffey's in, a corner forward for Ratoath. Richard O'Donnell says, so Richard Donnelly, a boy collie, some save.
It was a great save from Collie, to be fair. Collie's a super keeper, and we may well see him tomorrow as well. You know, who knows? I don't.
Are there many of the juniors? Few substitutes tomorrow, I presume.
Yes, there'll be certainly a few lads will be on the substitute.
Oh, a chance for Ratoath in the goal.
Yes!
He's got in.
Yeah.
The number 12, Brian Moore, gets the goal. And that's probably game over for Kilmessan. Kind of came from nothing, just a long ball in, but Brian Moore reacted the positive.
Got onto the break, and he's loads of pace, and he get in around in a great shot, long hard.
He's had a great game. He's been on an awful lot of ball right more.
played very well.
And that'll be just what you have to be thinking, lads. In the next minute or so, I'm going to ask you for your nominees and to decide the ideal Bathrooms man of the match. So if you start thinking of who you're going to be thinking about, I'll be asking you in a minute for maybe 2 nominees from either club, and then pick your man of the match. Az O'Neill has it, plays it across.
Goal!
Oh, what a goal! Kesha, Kevin O'Reilly gets a goal, and maybe that just negates the Brian Moore goal nearly instantaneously, but it still has Ratoath leading in this final. 2-10 to 1-14.
Seemed to come in there on Mark, no one really watching him. Lovely little touch, to be fair to him.
So 2-10 is 16 to 14. There's 2 points for Kilmessan. So number 18 got the goal, Kevin O'Reilly. Kesha. He hit it on the full, which is a hard thing to do. So 2 excellent goals back to back, 1 for either side. As Aidan Mangan. So 3 out of minutes at least. As Danny Tyne fights inside.
Has to be a free. No.
Doesn't have to be, but it could be. The midfielder Luke Farrell plays it down the wing. The number 19 Laffey had a chance to flick it. Great block. It'll be a sideline cut for Kilmessan. An extremely exciting game coming in here to add a time.
Great cut.
It's got in at distance. Some good hassling.
Great tackle.
Davy Hackett has a chance to play it. Danny Tyne. Ger O'Neill just fumbles the flick.
2 hands on it already.
2 hands on the stick. He doesn't. Mangan plays it in. Is it going to go over the bar? Wide ball. The umpire hasn't signalled anything. Now he does. Just to add to the suspense. 30 minutes and 35 seconds gone. 2-10 Ratoath. That's 16 points to 111 Kilmessan, which is 14. 2 points in it, possibly 2 minutes. Colin Reardon is dry in the sliotar. At first he's been doing that all game, but at this stage everyone feels like he's trying to delay the game. Maybe he is. He'd be wise to do it.
It's excellent goalkeeping, really.
Absolutely. He said he should have took longer. Sean Laffey.
It landed on the 14 nearly. It's serious with that breeze.
Sean Laffey plays it in. It's going to be a free out.
Yeah.
I think Conor Gorman won't be delaying and drying sliotar's. He'll be hitting it as quickly as possible. Kilmessan possibly need a goal.
Oh, his whistle. He wants to talk to the linesman and see. There was a bit of a scuffle there.
Danny Tyne and Sam Coughlin just had a bit of a...
Coughlin was on the ground, so I don't know what. Oh, he's just take it again.
We'll put the camera off them just in case they do hit each other.
They did.
We don't, yeah.
They just did.
Yeah.
They just did it, sir.
Yeah, so we don't want to get them in trouble with any committees after this game.
You know, it's been a very great, well-spirited game.
Absolutely.
There hasn't been any nastiness in it at all.
Well played. Really is last chance saloon. Kilmessan need to play long. Direct ball in. Georgie O'Brien plays it in.
There's only a minute left.
That's
so
some excellent defending.
Is that a mark here?
The Ratoath number 2, Sean Brazel. No, he's in the wrong code if he is. Hits it to the other number 2, Pádraig Maguire. Goes short to Paul Georgie O'Brien. Another short ball. Fionn Maguire, I think he's going to have to play it quickly or he'll be blocked. That's a good ball in. Mark Munley has it. He's been well defended by, I think, Kerwin. Martin Horan. The number 4, Sam Coughlin. He has to release or he'll be done for steps. Good defending in that corner. They really need to get a goal here. Across by Kesha. Murphy will be odds on to get it. Is he going to go to ground?
He's in the square. The ref.
Overcarrying is the call.
There was a big call.
The drama.
Yeah.
It was a big call.
Tight decision.
He ran for the square and dropped, I think, and I think it probably was the right decision. He might agree with it, but there's a lot around him. But
He seemed to disagree with it too much.
He
No.
fell. He fell
If he
very
thought he had a
easily,
penalty,
so
he might have been
I
protesting
think
a bit
that's
more.
33 and 15 minutes now, or 15 seconds.
So it could be 2 points. What?
Yeah.
So Gavin, first, as you're going to be, I want your nominee, maybe your 2 nominees for man of the match.
Look, difficult on the Ratoath side. Sean Murphy at full back has been excellent. Rob at centre back, but I think Stephen Cooper and Brian Moore for me are probably the two best lads on show.
Right,
Although Damien might change my mind here.
Damien O'Mara. Conor Gorman, the goalie's gone out for 65. And Finton on the Kilmessan team. Who are your nominees on the Kilmessan side for man of the match?
Well, Kyle Smith has scored and he's done well with his frees and stuff like that. Kevin Riley did a great touch there for that goal. It's very hard to pick. I think Sean Murphy, actually, the Ratoath fullback,
Another
has had an
nominee.
outstanding game, and
he's been
I
excellent.
really think he stopped Kilmessan scoring those goals to win that game. So
I will give you another 30 seconds to think about it, so when I come back to you, we won't. Just as it comes in by Small, the captain.
and he's had
That's a great score.
He's had an outstanding game as well.
Yeah.
So a goal in it, and I'd say it's the last puck of the ball.
And that's it, it is a win.
Yeah.
So it's a scoreline of 2-11 to 1-11 for Ratoath here. They are the 2020 K Windows and Doors Junior Hurling Champions. And in fairness to them, they've been deserving winners. They probably started slowly, but as the game continued to evolve and to change, they just reacted better, quicker. Maybe some of their substitutes did very well. But overall, they're deserving winners. And Gavin, firstly, I'll go to you for the Ratoath reaction.
As a Ratoath man who's been tied in with this junior hurling team for quite a few years now, I'm delighted to see him win it. We lost the final here in 2018 after extra time, so there's a number of players out on the players out in the field there were playing that day. So it's great to see them win it. Ratoath are a long time trying to win this junior championship, so hopefully it sets us up nicely now for the rest of the weekend for a treble.
Absolutely, and just as Matthew Bizzett says, unlucky lads in Kilmessan, good game in terrible conditions. Speaking of terrible conditions, I'm just putting on my jacket here. I have to go and present this trophy, so I'm going to pass you over to Finton Porter, who's going to take over as the MC on the night. So best of luck to all. I'll be back for the next game.
No, it is fantastic to see Ratoath win a junior. They haven't won a junior. Like they
Yeah,
went from. I played against Ratoath years of junior hurling, and I think when they restructured the grades, Ratoath were put into intermediate, and one intermediate went into senior.
Yeah, that's right.
A junior championship was hard won.
Yeah, no, very, 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 very hard one. As I say, this team, maybe not all of them, there's quite a number of young lads out there, but certainly the older lads have been knocking around this team the last few years, and we've been, as I say, we were beaten in the final 3 years ago. and probably should have been back in one sooner, but them's in the break sometimes. Yeah, no, delighted to see Ratoath. I think it's 97, 98 was the last time they won a junior.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
I think Paul Kieran was playing on that team.
Very good.
I remember seeing a picture of that before. I think is a 97 or 98 county final.
What do you think the factors are that have improved Ratoath hurling so much that they're it's just a massive population growth? I mean, we have a massive population growth here in Navan, and we're still kind of struggling a little bit in O'Mahony's and stuff like that. How Ratoath?
I'm a blow-in myself. I arrived in Ratoath in 2011.
Yeah.
And you know, I played with the intermediate team, played with a lot of lads playing tomorrow. You know, and some of those lads have played Meath senior now the last years, and to be honest, it's been great to see those lads. You know, really progress from being, you know, promising juveniles, you know, one under 16s and minors, but it's a different kettle of fish stepping up to adult hurling, and you know, Ratoath have managed that, and I suppose, yeah, look, population has something to do with it, but it's also the enthusiasm that's brought to, you know, like we're a dual club, you know. Hurling doesn't necessarily always get the fairest of shakes in the club over the years, but you know, certainly the focus the last few years has been on both sports and both teams. You know, we field 3 teams now in adult hurling, like which
is fantastic.
You know, it is fantastic. When I started playing with Ratoath, there was 1, you know, and that's not that long ago. It's 10 years ago, you know. So, it's the enthusiasm. There's a lot of, when you say population growth, there's a lot of good hurling men have come in and into the club, and they're driving in a juvenile, and of course you have the elder statesmen in the club who've been there a long time and who've been driving hurling in the club for a long time. I'm involved with the third team myself, with the likes of John Brennan, and you know,
John is brilliant. Larry McGowan.
Now you have Larry McGown and Mick Brazel there. They're at it a long time, and you know, you have the Kirwans and the Flahertys, and you know, Mick O'Riordan has always been a big supporter of me in the club and the junior teams, you know, and always very encouraging to the young lads there, you know, and they come out and you give them games, you know. They had, obviously it's the week of senior and junior county final training, but they had I think they had 41 lads training during the week.
Fantastic.
You know, which is a fantastic number to get out, you know, and to be able to field, as I say, 3 adult hurling teams, you know, is a fantastic achievement as well in itself, you know.
Absolutely. And just to get to man of the match, we haven't actually awarded a man of the match yet, so
it's a tough one now, because I'd be
go on. Do you want me to pick it, or are you happy enough?
Hauled over the cold. Well, who would you give it to yourself?
I think actually the captain, Robert Small, he scored a free at the very end there, just to light. He had a brilliant game. Sean Murphy was brilliant as well for Ratoath, and the full half forward line, Brian Moore, Damien O'Mara was hit some serious frees. It's very hard to pick there again, but I leave it to you.
I'm going to pick who am I going to? Stephen Cooper was excellent. Brian Moore was excellent. I think I'll give it to Sean Murphy in fullback. Actually, I think when you know, when they were on the rocks a little bit in the first half, and certainly when Kilmessan came at them in the second half, you know, he was the man standing up and coming out with ball, you know, time after time. So some close seconds in Rob Small, Stephen Cooper and Brian Moore and Damien there in the corner, and a good mention for Turlock O'Neill as well, because I thought Turlock played excellent, really.
He did have a great first half. So congratulations to, who do we give it to in the end?
Sean Murphy.
Congratulations to Sean Murphy. He's the Meath GA Ideal Homes man of the match. We'll just leave it into Kieran is presenting down here now, so I'm not sure how the sound is with that.
Continue the work that's been done, get the team going at the senior level, and the focus on the juveniles. And it's maybe disheartening to lose today, but the big picture of the Kilmessan hurling club is right, and I'd like all the faces here to give the players a massive round of applause. Just then finally, congratulate the Ratoath club. It's a club that continues to strive and grow. We can see that from being involved in 3 county finals this weekend, being involved in football finals, and usually when you scan across the newspapers and social media, they're involved in finals, be it Camogie, ladies football, Gaelic football and hurling, throughout all levels and grades. So you should be very proud of what you're achieving as a club and as a parish and as a community.
And don't let this be just one final at the win. You want to constantly be building and building and be a powerhouse of Gaelic Games in County Meath for the next 10, 20, 30 years. Without further ado, I'd like to invite the captain of Burna, Robert Small, to collect this trophy.
Very much. First of all, lads, Kilmessan, lads, we had a good game in the league up in your pitch, so we knew what we were in for today. We're similar to ourselves. We hope you all lads, hope you young lads, and the mixture there. But a couple of goals were in the end today. But thanks very much for the game, and big round of applause for them. I just want to thank the officials there, the ref, very fair, good game. Difficult for the umpires, the linesmen there coming out today like this, but fair play to the lads, quick round of applause for that. And for the lads now, there's a good few lads to mention. I probably missed up some people, but it's a thankless job sometimes, managing second and third teams lads. And fair play to Gavin and John Brennan and Mick Cooper for keeping things going close for the thankless job. The players now are all up in the media lads, so time to get them training now. That's about it lads. Last thing is, Ratoath to do. And the lads. Good luck to the minor senior tomorrow lads. Hopefully we can make it a show. Thanks very much.
Okay, so Robert Small, the Ratoath captain, has just made a speech, and acceptance speech. Congratulations to Ratoath. As he said, they're back in the minors and the seniors tomorrow. Best of luck to all teams. We'll be back on in a little over half an hour with the second match today with Borsmill and Wolf Tones in the intermediate final of 2020. So tune in then. Thank you.